basically that's making beats or music with your voice box. So you just don't even use any instruments. I mean, you can, makes it super sweet, but I just go with my throat because I've never been able to play the guitar or the drums. It wasn't quite coordinated enough to do that. So I just eventually learned how to do this by watching some videos, and then advanced into yeah. Yeah.
I was noticing your hand movement. So were you thinking of like a song in your head that you've heard before as you do it?
No, actually, I never really prepare anything. I just kind of wing it. It's all emotion, I guess. It's kind of like when people are singing or doing music, they create their emotions and their feeling and they express themselves through. Well, mine just kind of falls out, just kind of comes out all over the place. And my hand gesture kind of, I don't know why I do that. I really don't. But my hand just likes to kind of keep me on beat. You know, in my mind, my hand is on a record and it scratches that and then it hits a bell and then it twists a knob and it pulls a lever and it does all these weird things. But when you guys see it, it's just like this. And in my mind, it's kind of like stuff like that. It's kind of like moving an imaginary ball or whatever comes to mind, and you're just playing with air. It's almost like air bending, like The Last Avatar.
So did you see somebody?
This man knows.
What did Kofi say? What did you say, Kofi?
The Last Airbender.
Yeah.
I watched that the movies with my dad. I love it.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, sure.
Now, do you like if you have laryngitis or something, it probably doesn't work the same for you because your vocal cords are goofy.
Yeah, maybe. I'm sure you could always come up with something, because any sound that you make, I mean, you could take a sound and you're just trying to copy the sound, but since you can't really copy it perfectly, you always just make your own thing. So you get a didgeridoo, like, and then you just take that and you're like, you and just, I guess, turn it into something else. It's kind of like art, but it's just extremely abstract.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and did you watch somebody doing it? Is that what kind of got you
I
interested?
saw on New Year's Day, 2010, so just a couple years ago, I saw one video on YouTube of this guy in a white shirt, just beatboxing on stage, and it was incredible. So from that day on, I just watched it probably 1,000 times, and just tried to copy what he was doing over and over and over and over. And then instead of like, you know, putting in music by some other artists, I would just listen to beatboxing every time I walked around in school or was walking around at home or whatever. I would just listen to that, and after listening to it so much, it's kind of like you remember the lyrics to songs you've heard it so much. It's like I remember the beats to what they were doing. So then I listened to it again for the 1000th time, and I can actually follow along and do all the beats that they're doing and beatbox with them and copy it. So.
You guys have any questions?
Alright, I think it's her in the back first.
How old were you when you started beatboxing?
I was 17, so I've been beatboxing for 3 years. Oh, that's to record this. Thanks for reminding me, man. I need to stop.